Hi, I'm Reba Hervas, Artistic Director at Overshadowed Theatrical Productions. Welcome to this week's episode From the Wings, and finally, Rebecca Leland is back in the hot seat.
Well, I had to, Reba, because I'm auditioning coming up here, and I sat down, I thought about it.
Wait. I just had auditions.
I know. So I'm not going to I'll be seeing you, but I'm going to audition for the show right after that because I was so excited
Because
about
I don't like to be directed by Reba, and I'd rather be directed by...
Because I knew that it would drive me nuts to be in a show that I want to view in its full and entirety and take in every moment because Reba wrote it. Do you believe me?
No.
Because I'm not a good actress.
Take flight. Good morning, talking about the earth things. Good morning, it's me and me from the winds. From the winds.
I can sing and I can fake a shimmy, but acting.
I can fake a shimmy.
You pray, it's not a prayer. But I can't act, and I think that's something I want to change. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, I know someone who can act.
So
who could give me.
Oh well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Like, and I don't know that I believe that I can act.
She was just in Harvey, and how many people said you did phenomenally?
I think they liked my comedic.
Humble. You were phenomenal. Because you weren't yourself in any way, shape, or form.
No, I was not.
That's my,
yes. Okay.
like, I guess define acting, right?
Yes, okay.
I would say I am myself. Like, every role that I play, it's me.
Adler.
And
that's all I have to say.
And that's where you learned how to not be yourself and to absolutely encapsulate. Like, it was not Reba Hervas up there. It was not my friend. It was Vita.
Yeah, thank you. You think you really honestly forget. Somebody did tell us that they forgot they were watching a play. That they thought they were like seeing real people up there, like dealing with the things they were dealing with, which I think is
and that's acting.
Very, very great compliment. I think that the main thing. So, are you talking about just for like auditions, or just overall? You want to know how to be a better actress, or are you saying you want to know how to get a part?
I think, okay, number one.
Oh, two different questions.
Are those two different things?
Yes, they are.
Because in my mind, I would think if you can act, that's going to come through in your audition because you can already act. But is there a way to, like, trick someone during auditions? Auditions?
Say it correctly. Yes.
Pronunciate. Is there a way to, like, trick someone, or what's the difference between audition acting and, like, stage acting?
Yeah, I definitely think you can trick somebody, but it depends on what the people are looking for, right? So for this for I'll Be Seeing You that we just finished, first of all, it kind of depends on whether it's a musical or a straight play. And with a musical, there's a bigger panel, right? Because, does your character sing? Does your character dance? How are you putting that together? What age are they supposed to be? Are we going to cast older or younger? So for Harvey that we just did, we actually casted older, but I felt like it was okay because there had been a Broadway revival of all the people who had done it when they were younger, and then they came back and they did it older.
And it was just as good.
And so I thought, actually, it kind of, I think it's a little bit different because our main character in Harvey, if you saw him, sees this imaginary rabbit, or is he imaginary? You should have come to see it, and then you could maybe know that answer. But I think when you're older, it brings a different dynamic to, is this a mental illness or what's going on, than it does when you're somebody who's like in your 20s.
Yeah, and it's like the way you act it changes, but not technically the way you act, like the methodology. So let's say for this, it's Tom Sawyer, so it's a musical.
Right. Something that will make a really big difference between whether you even get noticed or not is how you come into the audition room and how much you know the material.
Okay.
We get so many people
Just coming in.
Just coming in, and there's always an excuse. I have a cold. I have a little bit of a sore throat. I only found out about this today.
Oh.
I didn't really have time to look at it. Blah, 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 blah,
So
blah.
not even like the material of the show, like knowing the exact show so well, but even like what they're auditioning with, like their piece.
Yes.
Okay, so know your stuff. Know what you're...
And know it so well that even if something goes wrong, first of all, I personally, if they allow you to bring a track, you should play it with the track.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of people
because that's what you practiced with.
Yes, and you don't want anything to be unknown.
Right.
Right? So if you have somebody else playing the piano,
Yes.
even if it's somebody that's played the piano for you forever, they're human. They can make a mistake.
Yes.
It can throw you off, whatever.
Yes.
I guess that can happen with technology too. It can all of a sudden go glitz and haywire and all that kind of stuff. But
you kind of have control over it.
But at least you have a little bit more control over it. But even that is a little stressful. You have no idea how many people came in, and it was really hard for them to connect to our speaker.
Because you're nervous
and then you're
too.
like,
Right. Like if I wasn't nervous, it's Bluetooth, but like when everyone's like staring at you, yes.
I think I maybe would even bring my own. If I had to do it and I was going to go in someplace else that was unknown or something that was not in front of myself, I probably would bring my own speaker and just say, I've got my own speaker, and that way you're connected.
Yes.
You know it's going to work. You've got everything that possibly could go wrong that you're in control of.
Yes.
You've got it figured out. And that will give you just such an amount of confidence for yourself right away. And you have to go in with confidence.
Yep.
It's like you come in and be nice. I don't want people to be snotty.
Right.
Snotty, like we don't want you to be so...
But nervous is better than nice. Like you could be confident and nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you think doing that really sets you up well to be able to act?
Yes. Now let's talk about your musical style, because you do have a little bit different way. Your style when you just sing and you're singing along is probably different than the style that she's looking for in Tom Sawyer.
Yes.
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 I'm not directing Tom Sawyer. I haven't studied Tom Sawyer. I did listen to it a long time ago, and it was a musical that I encouraged the school that I was helping at Schaumburg Christian School to do.
Good.
But they wouldn't do it while I was there because they thought it was a little too jazzy, but they did it after I left.
Too jazzy.
Well,
That's amazing. Hey, like
yeah.
Hey, like
She had too much rhythm to it.
Yes. Yeah. It made you want to move too much.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Fair.
Say that.
No movement.
Well, let's just talk about your material first of all. Sing something that you know you can master.
Yeah.
Okay? So pick something that's in the style of the show.
Like if you're doing Family Opera, maybe pick something more Family Opera-esque. If you're doing Tom Sawyer, more like...
You could probably, like you do something
Oklahoma,
from Titanic. Or, so maybe
Yeah.
Oklahoma could work. That's a great suggestion. But make sure that you start now. That way you're not all of a sudden you get to the last minute and you're like, oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Because you have basically 1 minute to show them that you are different than everybody else.
You have 1 minute to do it.
You have 1 minute.
Wow.
And
I never thought of acting being a part of that so much.
So one of the things is really, because you probably aren't reading from the script yet until callbacks, right? So we're just talking about getting to the callbacks area, right? But I guess we can throw in some more. But so you have to really act in your song.
Okay.
So I don't know that anybody cares so much about whether you have a routine.
Right.
But like that you're moving and choreographed.
Slight blocking.
Slight blocking would be okay, but it's more the emotion that shows on your face. And so when you think about that, a lot of times people think that you have to play an emotion. Like, I should feel sad here. It's not really about that. It's more about what you want to make me feel.
Ooh.
You need to have an objective.
Her husband's a lawyer, so it kind of comes out sometimes.
Objection.
Sorry.
It's like being at home. Objection. No. An objective.
Wow.
To what do you want? Like, do you want to persuade me? Do you want to? Well, convince is the same thing.
Yes.
Do you want to plead so that I give in?
It's not about me. It's about me making you feel something.
Because acting
is reacting. Wow.
So it's not, if you are reacting to what it is in the situation that you want them to do,
Yes.
then it should come through if you're thinking
Didn't you
that
actually
way
just change
through.
something? Like, you actually just changed my mind. Like, that's insane. Like, you actually just, like, unlocked something. I've
really?
never, I don't think I've ever heard that before or ever thought that before. I think I've been playing it 2D in the
Yeah.
sense of I'm sad, and
Right.
now but you're like, no.
Yes. So you're trying, yeah, right. You're trying to get in touch with something in your head where you're like, okay, I really want to cry right here, or I really want to do this right here.
But it's not about you,
It's not
boo-boo.
about that.
It's because, like, you don't care. You want to feel something.
If you care about whatever it is that your character is doing, it then,
wow.
because when we talk, I know that the vast majority of people out there don't understand this, but it's really not about us. It's really about everybody else, right?
But if you're learning this today, give us a like, share, and a comment.
Yes. I think a lot of times we just like to talk to hear ourselves talk.
Yes,
and
100%.
so we have a lot of empty air space and all this kind of stuff, but really our words should be for a purpose. So there should be something that we want to do and, and to get other people to feel. So, and that's where the power of theater comes from, right?
Yes.
A scene starts and ends when my character walks in. So just because it says Act 1, Scene 1, doesn't mean it's the same for all of us, because your scene doesn't really start until you come in.